So one thing I'll show you with when you do touch handling or touch evaluation on this, I'm going to try to touch on the bark in different categories so you kind of really see where they fall. Watch how Manny's using his hands. So you notice that one hand is here and the other hand that's touching is here. You don't want to touch a dog this way. I don't want to touch her this way because I'm going to pull her into the bite. I want to use separation. So if I'm here in this position and I'm holding the leash here, I can pet here, and if she turns to bite, I can pull her away here. You need to be able to separate the mouth from the rest of the body. Okay. That's absolutely perfect, yeah. So now if she turns to bite you here, you lift her that way, right? Or you can just pull her back. Because a dog is going to bite whatever's in front of it. And if I'm here and I'm reaching this way, she's going to go to bite my hand, right? But I'm not seeing any. You were walking?
Me and another team member, we walked into her kennel, turned, as we turned to
Bam, on the back.
close it, then she latched onto the cat.
Yeah.
Jump up and bite too.
She did that twice.
Now the jumping up and biting, that's going to be a little harder to fix, but what I do with that is I use 2 lines. So in other words, you'd have a line on her, and then you try to instigate her just like running backwards. And you can, well, I'm going to show you how to do it first. One thing I'll do here is I'll tell her, sit. Good. Right, you're going to tell her no. Tell her sit.
Okay. Sit.
Good, loosen the line. So remember, on a correction for a dog, here, good sit. No. No, good. Good. Good, pay. Yes, move her, yeah. So watch what's going on here. She's here in my direction. Sit. So you can get a little bit closer. Yeah, focus on it, right? Good. Here's her focus. Good. Sit. Right. No. Yeah, and you need to get that faster. Right. So here, she's sitting. Good. Good, pay. So we start to teach her this movement, because quick movements, most dogs bite out of prey, because that's just the way they're wired. Dogs bite because they know genetically, even they know they're not going to kill me and eat me, that's just hardwired into them. Things move, I chase. Things move, I chase. That's why dogs get hit by cars. There's a squirrel across the street, or a squirrel goes across the street, they're stupid. They chase squirrels across the street. They don't understand the car theory like we do. So what I teach her is, good. She's already learning, right? Then he releases her. The key thing to squashing this prey is to teach her where and where not to release that command. Sit. Good. Now watch her. Good, sit. No. Good. No. Right. She needs to learn to sit. So now you're going to take a step back and say yes and release her. Right, and she gets paid for that. The way to teach a dog to hold a sit is to teach them when to get up. In other words, if I say sit, and I go, oh, okay, good sit, good sit, good sit. At some point now, she's going to go, now can I get up? Right? But what I want to teach her instead is say, yes, and then pay her. Again, same thing as the clicker. The clicker marks the behavior and marks the release. Yes, boom. Sit, good sit, no, sit, good sit. She's allowed to do that as long as her butt stays put, which it's doing perfectly. Hey, yes. She waits for the yes to release herself. And a lot of times, I'll use to redirect. Pits generally don't respond well to that. It just puts them more into drive. Softer dogs, border collies, some of the wire terriers will kind of respond to that more. Right, loosen up the leash. Yeah. So when she's doing that behavior, so I'm going to come back and let's replicate it. Right, she's here. Good. Right. Tell her no.
No.
Perfect. Yeah. So she is mouthy, right? Right. So watch. Let me just put a glove on for her. See if she's going to kind of go a little more nutty. And if she does this, we're going to do the same thing, right? So So just let her go, let her be a little bit loose. And if she grabs on, I can just take this off. See, so hers, she's frustrated with it. Now call her.
Esther.
And obedience?
Esther.
No.
Sit.
Good. Wait. Now release. Pay. Yeah. So when a dog is in an excitable state, okay, so let her get excited. And anytime, you decide when. Anytime.
Esther.
Obedience? Now, what did Manny wait for? Calm behavior, right? So here she's crazy, 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 and hey, right? What is she doing?
She's already anticipating.
She's anticipating the reward, right? Because I'm not making this aversive, I'm making this distractive, right? So here she's going to see, hey. So look what she's doing. Walk backwards.
Esther.
Now that's a zero leash correction because it's a formed behavior. Formed behaviors take precedence over leash corrections because leash corrections mean I'm constantly doing this. But here you're rewiring her mind to go, okay, that.
Yes.
Exactly correct. Because this isn't, oh, you know.
Look at that and just look away.
Yeah. And this is a sense of this is what she was going for before. You know. Now if I tease her and make her really there. Okay? And those are the steps that, you know, again, this is something you can order online. I'll get you the address to get one. It's just real simple stuff. Okay, this is the distraction. Let's put the distraction out there, you know, so that she knows, hey,
Esther.
one word. Not Esther come, not Esther no, not Esther this, not Esther that. Just, hey, Esther. Oh, you want me? Yeah, I'm over here. That's very solid training. That's getting the dog to understand the good to the bad. The crux for you guys and me becomes, he's doing it, I'm doing it. Can we get the adopter to do it? And yeah, you know, and that's why somehow you might want to think about this, Shada, to put this somehow in, that when people adopt a dog, you know, maybe there's 1 or 2 sessions of behavior things that they can do, and then you can charge so much and do some kind of split with the trainer and have some kind of an ongoing program, and not as much the sit-stay stuff, which is really nice for socializing dogs, but behavioral things, like animals that are higher in drive, that have a higher likelihood, good.
You have to set up the scenarios.
You have to find the scenario, what is the scenario, and then set it up in a fair way, right?
Esther.
Call her.
Esther.
Yeah. And then when she doesn't, and all dogs will test you, anybody who's worked with a dog for a long time knows, at some point he's going to go, do you mean it?
I was going to say, if you pick it up one more notch of the truth, what is she's learned already in a short amount of time, you just want to
Say it again.
pick it up one more notch. And
Yeah.
see real quick if she's really
Yeah.
intaking what
They're
she's
super excited.
Yeah, you can get her super excited, you know, here. And again, this is kind of unfair because call her,
Esther.
and there you go.
Sit.
If this what I just did, I consider to be too much.
That's pushing.
That I pushed her too far, but it's okay because we're learning here, and the dog is in good hands with you guys, you know. But call her back,
Esther.
reward her. Yes, there has to be constant reward in this picture for her, or else you're just dealing with a dog that's just going to get abused. Training can easily slip to abuse, so don't let it. Because, yeah, I mean, she's done. She's done. Next dog. Yeah, good.